to Deep Sleep Stories. Thank you to everyone who's been listening. If these stories help you relax or fall asleep, a short review, comment, or sharing the podcast with someone who might benefit is a simple and meaningful way to support the show so that we may continue to offer it for free. Now, take a slow, gentle breath and let's begin tonight's story.
Welcome to Deep Sleep Stories. Settle in, dear listener, and feel the subtle warmth of comfort as you prepare for a gentle journey. You've come here to find rest, a respite from the busyness of the day, and to float effortlessly on the soft tides of relaxation. Right now, allow your shoulders to drop and your breathing to deepen in through your nose and out through your mouth. A soothing hush envelops you like a cozy blanket draped over your body. Tonight, we'll wander into the story of Solstice Eve, the longest night when glowing lanterns cast a gentle light across a peaceful winter landscape. Let your thoughts drift as you imagine the faint glow of lanterns flickering in frosty air, guiding you toward a place of calm, quiet wonder. Already you may notice the smallest stirrings of relaxation fluttering across your mind. Imagine the hush in the atmosphere as if the world around you is holding its breath, waiting for you to fully settle. Feel the soft cushion beneath you, supporting you so kindly, inviting you to let go of tension. Your eyelids may grow heavier with each soft exhalation, and you might begin to sense the gentle promise of rest. Continue your deep, deliberate breathing, sending relaxation through every limb, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. There's no rush here, only the velvety flow of time that expands in the gentle quiet. And as you continue this steady, comforting rhythm, you can let your mind drift away from present worries and roam toward a place of stillness. In just a few moments, we'll slip into a story told in gentle, flowing words, where the hush of a winter night and the glow of lanterns guide us on a peaceful path. On the outskirts of a small village nestled in rolling, snow-draped hills, a calm winter hush presides over the land. The solstice twilight has settled in thick and velvety, as though someone has gently drawn a vast curtain across the sky. The moon, only a sliver, peeks through drifting veils of pale clouds. The entire night resonates with a rare tranquility. Here, a wandering traveler walks along a lightly trodden path. The muffled crunch of their steps upon thin layers of snow is a quiet punctuation in the stillness. They carry a lantern, soft light dancing within its glass walls, swaying slightly with each breath of the breeze. Above them, the stars shimmer faintly, waiting for darkness to deepen. In this gentle hush, not even the wind stirs the bare trees. Branches stand tall and silent like sentinels, keeping watch over the sleeping countryside. Solstice Eve is a night revered among the people of this little village, not for any sense of urgency, but for the comforting, age-old ritual it holds. Each year, on this longest night, lanterns are lit throughout the village. Their glow acts as a guide, a kind of promise that the light will always return. Though the bitter cold of winter might linger outside, There is an unmistakable warmth inside each snug house, and that warmth spills over into the spirit of the night. Gently, the traveler walks toward the lights, drawn by the faint song of merriment drifting on the frosty air. Dimly, the outlines of lantern-lit windows come into focus, each flicker a tiny beacon calling weary souls to rest, or perhaps to gather with neighbors in a quiet celebration of the passing darkness. The Solstice Festival in the village isn't grand or dazzling. No loud drums or boisterous parades break the silence. Instead, there is only a delicate sense of communal gathering. The townsfolk prepare for this night by placing small lanterns on each windowsill. Some hang them on simple iron hooks by doorways, while others arrange them along garden paths or balconies. Soft flickers cast playful shapes on the old wooden walls of cottages, which huddle together in a cluster around the main square. A gentle hush blankets the scene, as though the village itself is enwrapped in a lullaby. On a night when the darkness is at its longest, these humble lanterns glow with hope, illuminating hearts and streets alike. As the traveler approaches the center of the village, a subtle transformation takes place. In the shadows, snowdrifts glow faintly with reflected lantern light. Icicles clinging to eaves sparkle whenever a lantern's flame sways in a passing draft. The traveler notices how each breath puffs into the cold air, hovering for a heartbeat before dissolving. From behind closed doors, muffled laughter and softly murmured conversation leak out, a comforting reminder that no one is truly alone on a night like this. And yet, the village isn't loud or bustling. Rather, it feels like a place meant for reflection, for calm, togetherness, for an unhurried celebration of the quiet side of winter. On the corner of the village square stands an ancient oak tree. Its branches, stripped of leaves, still bear the memory of the seasons past. Through the years, the villagers have come to see this oak as a symbol of stability and endurance. Even in the coldest winter, it stands tall, arms lifted to the sky, waiting patiently for spring's renewal. Tonight, the villagers have set rows of lanterns around its trunk. The tiny flames cast a warm circle of light, and the oak's bark gleams in gentle mottled patterns of gold and brown. A few people gather here in hushed voices, each lost in quiet wonder at the spectacle of the night. It's as though the tree is an old friend, greeting them every winter, reminding them of the constancy that resides within nature's gentle cycles. Among these villagers, an elder carries a specially crafted lantern, larger than most, with intricate metal filigree that traces swirling patterns across the glass. Its glow is deeper, almost like a soft hearth fire that beckons you closer with promises of stories and warmth. While the other lanterns may twinkle merrily, this one has a steadier flame, unwavering, as though it's been lit by the hand of time itself. Each Solstice Eve, the elder brings this lantern to the foot of the oak tree and sets it at the center of the circle, The symbolism is simple yet profound. In darkness, they place their brightest flame in plain sight, confident that the returning light of the coming seasons will build upon these tiny sparks of hope. Tonight, as the traveler steps quietly into the circle of lanterns, the elder welcomes them with a soft, knowing smile. No words are needed in that moment. The hush of the solstice hushes even conversation, inviting hearts to connect in quiet gestures. The traveler gently sets their own lantern alongside the others, part of a community of warm lights shining against the velvet cloak of night. For a while, the group stands together, gazing at the flickering assembly of lanterns, each flame dancing in a gentle breeze. If one listens carefully, they might hear the soft crackling of wicks, the subtle flicker of flames inside glass. It is a mesmerizing sight, one that draws the mind away from restless chatter and grounds it in the slow dance of light. Away from the square, deeper in the tranquil lanes of the village, the traveler walks again. Here, small homes line the narrow road, their windows gently aglow. In each dwelling, a hearth may be lit or a small gathering underway, though nothing too lively. Everything is softened by the hush of the longest night. There are families sipping warm tea, perhaps nibbling on winter pastries made with fragrant spices. There are solitary souls who simply sit by the window, lanterns shining at their side, eyes wandering across the tapestry of a star-flecked sky. Even the animals, cats, dogs, and birds that roost in rafters seem to sense the peaceful energy of this evening, their postures relaxed, purring or cooing in quiet contentment. It's as though the entire village has collectively decided, on this night we will be at ease. Eventually the traveler reaches a small inn on the edge of the village. A wooden sign, gently swinging from a creaking metal bracket, welcomes any wanderer seeking warmth. A lantern hangs by the door, its flame steady despite the cold breeze. Stepping inside, the traveler is greeted by the soft glow of lanterns placed on various tables and the pleasant scent of brewed herbs. The floor is worn but clean, the walls adorned with simple paintings of winter scenes, and the furniture well loved, with cushions designed to envelop weary visitors in comfort. The innkeeper, a kindly soul with gentle eyes, nods in greeting. Another custom of Solstice Eve is to offer a place of rest without question, a hot bowl of soup, and a quiet corner to reflect or share hushed conversation. Inside the inn, a few travelers from neighboring towns have gathered. They sip on steaming cups of spiced tea while speaking in murmured tones about the beauty of this particular night. Their voices rise and fall like a soothing lullaby. Here, everything is slow, deliberate. The traveler finds a seat near the fireplace, where a few logs crackle softly, sending the faint aroma of pine resin drifting through the warm space. The lantern on the mantel above the fireplace casts a gentle glow upon stone walls. It's a comforting sight, evoking the sense of home that a weary soul might crave. The traveler closes their eyes for a moment, letting the calm ambiance wash over them like a tide of tranquility. After some time in the inn, the traveler steps back outside. The air is cooler now, the stars a bit sharper in the sky. Midnight is approaching, and with it, the deepest part of the solstice night. Yet the village remains gently lit by lanterns, glowing guardians of warmth and light. Clouds pass overhead, their drifting shapes briefly blotting out clusters of stars, only to let them shine again moments later. The traveler's lantern still burns steadily, guiding each step along the soft, snowy path. In the distance, a faint bell tolls, marking the hour. 1, 2, 3 chimes, then a pause. The subtle echo floats through the village, where no one stirs in haste, for there is nothing urgent about the passing of time on a night dedicated to slow reflection. Past the last row of cottages, the path leads to a small lake, a body of water so serene that on a clear night it reflects the sky above like a mirror. Tonight, the surface is edged with thin ice, but a circular patch near the center remains open. Lanterns set along the shore glitter, their light dancing across the rippling water. A handful of villagers have gathered here with quiet reverence. Some hold lanterns in their hands, while others have placed them gently in small, floating vessels that glide across the lake's surface. The lights reflect, creating a tapestry of tiny flames drifting upon gentle waves, echoing the stars overhead. The traveler pauses, breathing in the crisp air, letting the solemn beauty of the scene soak into their weary limbs and mind. A woman wrapped in a thick winter cloak places her lantern carefully into one of the small wooden floats. She kneels at the edge of the water, whispering a silent wish or prayer, then sets it free. The lantern glides out across the lake, its flame flickering but steadfast. One by one, others release their own lights, until the water sparkles with a constellation of drifting lanterns, each one a testament to the quiet hopes and dreams carried through the long night. No chatter or music interrupts the meditative mood, only the soft lapping of water against the shoreline and the faint crackle of ice as the night's cold deepens. Above, the stars continue their slow dance, and the moon, thin and silver, peeks through a shifting sea of clouds. When the traveler decides to follow suit, they gently lower their own lantern onto the water's surface. The gentle bob and sway of the floating light seems to mirror the traveling heart, wandering but guided, seeking tranquility in the hush of night. As the lantern drifts away, it joins the other lights, forming a quiet pattern of brightness upon the dark lake. Time seems to stretch out gently, each moment unrushed, each breath perfectly placed in the tapestry of this Solstice Eve. The villagers watch with serene smiles. Some close their eyes as though sending their wishes and gratitude out across the water, trusting the gentle motion to carry them toward some universal horizon of hope. Later, the traveler and the small crowd begin to drift away from the lakeshore, leaving the lanterns to their quiet voyage. Footsteps whisper on the frosty ground as they head back up the path. Clouds of breath form delicate shapes in the air, dissolving almost as soon as they appear. The walk back toward the heart of the village feels a little lighter now, as though the shared beauty of the lantern-lit lake has eased any burden. By now, many of the cottages have grown dark, their inhabitants seeking a warm bed or a quiet seat by the dying embers of a fireplace. Still, a few windows remain lit, flickering silhouettes of lanterns visible behind the frosted panes of glass. In one such cottage, a child sits by a window, tucked under a knitted blanket. They watch the traveler pass, curiosity mingled with drowsiness in their eyes. A soft candle glows on the windowsill, illuminating the child's gentle face. The traveler offers a small smile, and though they're strangers, for a brief instant, a wordless connection forms. Two souls, warmed by the same gentle glow of the solstice night. Then the traveler carries on, steps slow and unhurried, while the child's eyelids begin to droop in the cozy hush of home. Softness abounds here, like a kind lullaby, wafting from house to house, drifting through quiet lanes, settling upon every soul ready for rest. Somewhere in the quiet outskirts of the village, a small forest extends into the hills. The trees, tall and graceful, stand as silent witnesses to countless solstice nights gone by. The traveler ventures a short distance among the trunks, guided by moonlight and the memory of the path. A gentle hush pervades the woodland, broken only by the occasional rustle of a small nocturnal creature or the faint sigh of wind weaving between branches. Snow blankets the ground in a shimmering layer, capturing every footstep with a muffled, comforting crunch. Here, away from the glow of the village lanterns, the darkness is rich and enveloping. It's somehow not frightening. It's a darkness that breathes with the forest's ancient wisdom, inviting a sense of awe and belonging. In a small clearing, the traveler stops to absorb the stillness. Gazing upward, they see stars strewn across the winter sky like delicate jewels set upon midnight velvet. The hush feels sacred, as though the entire forest is in communion with the gentle spirit of the solstice. Closing their eyes for a moment, the traveler senses the slow pulse of the earth beneath snowy layers, a quiet stirring that suggests the promise of eventual rebirth. The longest night is also a turning point, a silent pivot toward the renewal of light. Standing there, the traveler breathes in the crisp forest air, each inhalation filling lungs and spirit with tranquility, each exhalation carrying away tension and worry. In this hushed realm, it's easy to believe that all is well. Eventually, the traveler returns to the path, guided by the faint glow of the moon. The trees thin, and the comforting lights of the village appear once more. A few lanterns still glow brightly, placed by caring souls to light the roads for any who wander late. Candlelit wreaths grace a few doorways, and a lingering smell of pine branches permeates the air. Frost crystals sparkle like tiny diamonds on fence posts and window ledges, turning ordinary corners of the village into subtle works of art. Quietly, the traveler notes the serenity in every detail. Even the old cobblestones, half covered by snow, seem at ease in the starlight. At last, the traveler makes their way toward a modest dwelling on the edge of town, a place to rest until morning comes. Candles flicker in the window, and a single lantern hangs by the door. The interior is softly lit, a humble space with thick blankets piled on a cot and shelves filled with simple pottery, books, and a few cherished items. A gentle hush wraps itself around the traveler like a comforting cloak. Here, at the threshold of sleep, they remove their boots and cloak, setting them aside. Outside, the night continues its silent vigil, the lantern slowly burning down, but still casting that reassuring glow. Inside, warmth seeps into every corner, coaxing eyes to grow heavy. A small wooden table holds a cup of herbal tea, steeped with fragrant leaves and blossoms. The traveler sips slowly, letting the comforting warmth spread through their body, lingering in the quiet. There's no need to rush, no pressing matters to attend to. The hush of the solstice has extended its gentle hand, guiding everyone toward rest and reflection. Setting the empty cup aside, the traveler settles upon the cot, thick blankets pulled close. A window near the bed reveals a slice of starry sky. The faint silhouette of the forest lines the horizon, and the gentle glow of distant lanterns faintly illuminates the scene. As the traveler drifts into the first tendrils of slumber, a sense of profound peace fills the room. The mind, unburdened by the day's worries, floats in a gentle reverie of dancing lantern flames and softly falling snow. Outside, the village grows quieter still, the hush deepening as more and more windows go dark. Yet in the hearts of those who dwell here, a small light remains, an enduring spark of reassurance that even in the longest night, warmth and illumination can be found. The solstice night has a way of lulling every soul toward a gentle dreamscape where burdens melt away like snow in the first rays of spring. Now the hours pass gently. Dawn is not yet near, for this is indeed the longest night. Yet the air seems softer somehow, as if in its depth of darkness it holds the seed of morning's first glow. In a quiet hush, the village breathes as one, each resident, young and old, curled in rest. Lanterns flicker in windows where the flame has not yet burned low. The traveler dreams of the drifting lanterns on the lake, of the ancient oak tree ringed with light, of silent forest paths, and the comforting presence of the moon. The mind, lulled by these tender images, finds a calm harbor within sleep. And as the story begins its quiet close, everything becomes gentle, softer even than before. Each breath finds a soothing rhythm, each heartbeat a calming drum. The hush of Solstice Eve resonates through every corner of the mind, inviting it deeper into rest. No hurry, no demands. Only a tranquil invitation to sink into the embrace of the night, to let all concerns fade. replaced by a gentle anticipation of tomorrow's returning light. The glow of lanterns lingers like a warm memory, a reminder that hope and comfort lie just beyond each dark horizon. May you, dear traveler of dreams, find solace in this moment. May the hush of the longest night lull you into a deep and peaceful slumber. With each slow breath, feel any remaining tension slip away, dissolving into the softness of the pillow and blankets. Notice how your eyelids feel heavier and how your body melts further into rest, even as the darkest part of the night stretches before you. A quiet warmth guides you toward serenity. No need to stir, no need to think, only the drifting lullaby of your own heartbeat coaxing you to sleep. Let yourself drift now. The story gently recedes, leaving you with the faint glow of a lantern's flame, a small promise that tomorrow will dawn just as softly, bringing with it the gentle rays of morning sun. There is nothing more you need to do, nowhere else you need to be. Allow the hush to envelop you, each inhalation bringing calm, each exhalation releasing all cares into the starry night. In this cocoon of safety and warmth, rest beckons like an old friend. Let the night cradle you in its arms until consciousness gently loosens its grip and sleep takes hold like a peaceful tide. Good night, dear traveler. Sleep well. Let the lanterns of Solstice Eve guide you into the sweetest dreams, enfolding you in the gentle promise that warmth and light will return. May you awake rested and renewed, carrying a small spark of this soothing night wherever you go. For now, drift away in comfort and let the quiet magic of this longest night bestow upon you the gift of deep, tranquil slumber.